most severe crime you've ever committed? Were you caught? I ran an international substance trafficking operation. Back in the mid to late 1990s, I had a roommate from Amsterdam. We were really into smoking good bud, so one year we decided to take a trip there for the cup. While we were there, I met a lot of his relatives and friends. Some of these people were outright criminals, which is pretty common in the Netherlands. Several of his close friends were dealers selling a variety of items, including one night we felt like rolling, so one of his friends came over with 2 huge bags full and told us to grab a handful. So we took a bunch that night and had plenty left over to take back home with us. Several friends back home offered to buy what we had left, so we got rid of them. A few months later, my roommate decided to go back home to Amsterdam for a holiday, and I went with him. We saw the same guy and I told him that we took some back with us and everyone loved it and kept asking if they could get more. He replied, we can get some there if you know people who want them. Being the entrepreneur I am, we struck a deal and he gave us some to take back. We made it back with no problems and the was gone in no time. His friend was impressed at how quickly they went, so they wanted to send more. We came up with ideas on how to get them here cost effectively and safely. We had some success with mailing them mixed in with large boxes of candy, but because we kept having to increase the number of shipments and quantity of in each shipment, they eventually started getting busted. We switched methods a few times and finally realized the most effective way to do it was to have mules fly them in the country. These mules were professionals and would stuff the in rubbers, dip them in a solution, and swallow the rubbers for the plane ride, only to drink some solution upon arrival at a hotel to poop them out in a bucket. Another method involved getting a tailor to sew into a vest that was worn underneath a coat. This method worked quite well and was very cost efficient. One mule could carry about 8,000 of them, but it was riskier due to the random pat-downs. Business was good. We were making a ton of cash and it was actually harder to get the cash out of the country than getting the here. I was really low-key about letting anyone know what we were doing, but my roommate loved to show off, which started causing problems between us. He was getting really messed up almost every night and it was causing a severe lack of judgment on his part. He loved the attention and eventually started hanging out with another crowd of people. One of these guys who had just gotten out of jail a few months before got a call from some dude he knew who wanted a rather large quantity. He goes to meet the guy and it was a setup. So he got busted along with all of our supply and it was going to be a few weeks before we got anything else. My roommate, in his delusional state, decided to fly back to Amsterdam to bring some back himself.